Question: why should we worship God? Answer: we should worship God because God has created all the things bright and beautiful, dark and ugly, general and wonderful, and all the living beings, human and non-human. And above all, he gave us sense and other organs to see, feel, enjoy, use, save, grow, and keep them for future. We must be grateful to our Creator and must show that gratefulness through prayers, devotion, worship, and dutifulness. We must worship him and perform puja and yagyas for our own satisfaction, purification, growth, prosperity, health, and happiness, and to show our dedication and devotion towards him. Question: how have we learnt worshipping and penance? Answer: we have learnt everything from nature and God. This can be understood with the life cycle of an insect called cicada. Nature is full of wonders. The longest living insect known so far is cicada, that has a lifespan of 17 years. The wonder is that it spends all the 17 years inside the soil. The female cicada lays eggs on the twigs of trees. When the young ones are hatched, they drop down. They burrow into the ground and attach themselves to the roots. The young ones, now called nymphs, remain there for 17 years, sucking the sap from the roots. Then something compels them. Their intuition instigates them to come out into the light. So they climb the trunk of the trees. At that time their skin splits open and a mature cicada emerges. It spends only 5 weeks in the sunlight and dies after mating and laying eggs. Now there are a few simple questions. How can the instinct or intuition be instigated under the soil if there is no superpower? How can the insect remain inside the soil for 17 long years, almost the whole of its life cycle? Who guides them to such a penance-like life? It is definitely creation, and the superpower is without doubt God, the Almighty. Question: how can we get greater energy, better concentration, and control? Hello, both of you. Peace be upon you. Answer: Om Namah Shivaya is the greatest mantra for energy, concentration, and control. The 5 syllables of this mantra, Namah Shivaya, are the bija akshars that represent the 5 gross elements: ether, fire, air, water, and earth. The repetition of the mantra Om Namah Shivaya generates powerful spiritual vibrations that help in concentration. Meditation and control becomes easier. It helps in awakening the Kundalini, the concentrated cosmic and spiritual energy that, when awakened, moves up like a torrent or tempest. And in controlling the awakened Kundalini, our physical, mental, and moral level is not at a purified level and not accustomed to face higher forces. So it is not worthy and strong to sustain during the spiritual experiences of higher consciousness. Often one gets drowsy or loses consciousness or even mental balance. Om Namah Shivaya keeps conscious as it enhances endurance. One can feel each of the experience that comes suddenly in pieces or vehemently for longer duration at a time. The Kundalini, when awakened, leads with tremendous force up to the Sahara chakra that has 1,000 petals and is the abode of absolute Brahman, Supreme Shakti, Anand Urja, eternal consciousness, where one enters the supra-casual state and perceives the blue pearl. Om Namah Shivaya endows with tolerance during such experiences. Question: What will we get by worshipping? Answer. Worship gives faith, confidence, purity, freshness, health, happiness, and hope. We lose nothing but gain a lot. Such questions are raised by only such persons that are eager to get something in return instantly. God would not have created had he kept business-like return in his Chitti Shakti, and Mother Earth would not have fostered all, since we make her dirty, spade, plough and dig her. Do your worshipping without expecting anything in return. Expectations take the essence out of worshipping. Besides many things, by worshipping we get satisfaction that we have performed our duties and have shown our gratitude towards our Creator, the Father and Mother of all. Question. Is bathing essential before worshipping? Answer. There are many types of formal and informal worshipping. While moving on the road, even in a vehicle, a Hindu invariably bows his or her head when perchance he or she finds or looks towards a temple or abode of Ma Shakti, or a procession passing by or worshipping done by the roadside. There is a simple question. Should he or she go to take a bath first, then come and bow to the god? In Hinduism, it is treated as ridiculous. There is immense freedom in Hinduism, which lays maximum stress on inner purity and purity of intent. As for worshipping, one is free to worship during the day or night, in the morning or evening, with one thing or many things, or nothing at all, in full dress, partially attired, or in informal clothes, before eating or after eating, while laying on the bed or stretcher. In the same vein, it will seem ludicrous when one is performing a yajna without taking a bath. It can be understood with one fact, that one has to pluck and collect flowers before taking a bath. One is not allowed to pluck or collect flowers after taking the bath and just before performing some rituals. These sorts of petty questions are in the mind of westernized metro people that have lost or fast losing track of and relation with religion, religious spirit, spirituality, tradition, and human values. They must see all the things in wider and true perspectives. It is loathsome to avoid taking a bath. It affects the day's proceedings and performance. Hence, bath should be regularly taken. After taking a bath, one can get better concentration in worshipping, and worship with greater vigor and freshness. It is useless to worship God with a dirty body and corrupt mind. Question. If it is true, then what should we do? Answer. During formal worshipping, many do's and don'ts are practiced. One should avoid impurities and long for and try for maximum purity by following as many do's as physically possible during the available time limit. The only thing advisable is to try hard to maintain a balance, no greater indulgence and no negligence. When should we take a bath? Answer. It is essential, or one can say it is far better, to take bath in the morning. Daksha Smriti, chapter 2, verse 9, praises the bath taken in the morning. Pratasnanam prashansanti, drishta drishtikaram hitat, sarvamarhati, shuddhatma, pratasnayi, japadikam. Bathing adds to the beauty, freshness, glow, strength, purity, longevity, health, penance, and talent, and frees from lust, nightmares, and loss. Daksha Smriti, chapter 2, verse 13. Gunadash snan parasya sadho, rupam cha tejascha, balam cha shocham, ayushyam arogyam maloluluktavam, duswapna nashascha tapascha meda. According to Hindu scriptures, there are different kinds of bathing. They are: number 1, mantra snan. How is it taken? 3 mantras like Apo Hi Sta, etc. Number 2, Bhaum snan, to apply soil on the whole body. Number 3, Agni snan, to apply bhasma, sacred ashes, on the whole body. Vayavya snan, to apply the soil stuck to the hoofs of a cow. Number 5, Divya Snan, to take bath under sun rays with rainwater. Number 6, Varun Snan, to take dips in water. Number 7, Mansik Snan, to meditate, Atma Chintan. Number 8, Ashakta Snan, only for 2 weak or seriously ill people, to wipe the body with wet cloth. Number 9, Anupashtita Snan, it is performed after taking a sankalpa at religious places or places of pilgrimage on behalf of a person not present there. He or she gets 1/8 part of the virtue. And lastly, number 10, Mritak Snan. It is performed at religious places or places of pilgrimage for a dead person. Kush is folded in a shape and the dead person is concentrated upon, and that bounded kush is given bath. Question: what is truly essential before worshipping? Answer: Bahyab Yantar Shuchi. Inner and outer purity is the only thing needed for worshipping. Some lay stress only on inner purity, others lay stress on outer purity. One must avoid impurities and try hard for both inner and outer purity. It is essential for healthier and happier life. One should practice the do's and avoid the don'ts. Question: what are the do's, essentials, and don'ts, forbiddens, in worshipping? Answer: performing the rituals and rites are not so easy as we think them to be, or they are never superfluous, and practicing them is all the more difficult. We may not know them, that is one thing. We may not be following them, that is another thing. Each instruction is meaningful and essential to follow for better or near perfect effect. While performing a puja or a samskar, it is essential to follow some formalities, rules and acts in the same way. There are many forbidden acts that should never be followed. Pavitra Snan, or pious bath or path for piety, is actually medicated bath. The things that were known to rejuvenate the organs were used in such baths. Many minerals, metals, medicines, fruit skins were mixed, liquidated, smeared over the body, because they used to take bath in ponds or rivers, and because the smeared paste got time to enter through the skin. Such things were mixed in water when the bath was taken inside, or when it was a pond designed and used as bath. The most popular things are Sarva Ausadi, Sarva Gandha Til, sesame seeds, pestled amla, myrobalan. They are pasted together and smeared all over the body. At many places haldi, turmeric powder, and or mustard seeds or orange skin is used. Usually haldi is mixed with curd, then chameli, jasmine oil, is smeared. All the family members and all the priests performing the puja or yagya or samskar should take such a bath. Nowadays, the priests claim that they have already taken the bath, and only one selected or designated member or the person involved in the samskar performs a similar bath. Sesame seeds are put in the bucket of water. The water fails to suck in its essence during that short period. If wearing a dhoti, wear it in such a way that it surrounds the navel. The left side of the navel and the back is covered. With 3 folds of dhoti, a person or a Brahmin is ready for puja. These days the rituals are being performed in Western and other dress that gives least movement and virtually no latitude, no freedom in moving hands, legs, or bending or standing. At the time of Smarta or Shrut Karma, wear two sacred threads and a scarf-like cloth. If such a cloth is not available, then take a third sacred thread. Wear two pieces of clothes in puja and rituals. Never perform sandhya, jap, deva pujan, and homa, etc. in one cloth. One can't come to the place of puja or perform rites in wet clothes. In the same way, one can't change clothes after taking bath and can't perform sandhya jap, maybe in a pond in dry clothes. In short, one can't wear clothes on land and dry clothes in rivers or ponds. The clothes worn at the time of visiting bathroom or copulation is strictly prohibited in all sorts of rituals and rites, worshipping and jap. Question: how can one get Bhakya Suddhi, outer purification? Answer: we have just talked of bathing. Apart from bathing, the use of oil also gives freshness and strength, but applying oil on many days is strictly prohibited. On certain days it is allowed on certain conditions. The following will clarify the matter. It is the decision of Nirnaya Sindhu. Days: Sunday. What happens? Heat is generated. Remedy if necessary. Drop flowers or petals in oil while before applying. Monday. What happens? Enhances strength and beauty. Tuesday. What happens? Deadly pain, even death takes away life and longevity. Remedy if necessary. Drop a bit of soil. Wednesday. Adds to activities and gain. Thursday. Loss. Remedy: drop durva grass in oil. Friday: pain. Remedy: cow dung is dropped in oil. Saturday: pleasure. The other ways of outer cleanliness include pruning the nails and getting the hair cut, but certain days are not good for these acts. Days: Sunday. What happens? The strength of a month is lost, totally prohibited for. Monday. What happens? Gains in strength and longevity equal to that of 7 months. Tuesday. Strength of 8 months are lost. Totally prohibited for one that wishes to get a son or has only one son. Wednesday. What happens? Gains in strength and longevity equal to that of 5 months. Thursday. What happens? Gains in strength and longevity equal to 10 months. Totally prohibited for one that wishes to get either wealth or knowledge. Friday. What happens? Gains in strength and longevity equal to 11 months. Saturday. The strength of 7 months is lost. Question: is silken cloth necessary for worshipping? Answer: no, not at all. What to say of silken cloths? Nothing is essential for worshipping except a pure and dedicated self and complete surrender to God. One can have an idol while worshipping, a picture, a stone, or nothing at all. One can perform all the 32 offerings, or 10 or 5 or 1 or nothing at all. One can worship before sunrise or after, in the morning or evening, during the day or night, inside a temple or outside, at home or in the field, under the sky or tree, attired well or preferably in 2 clothes, with flowers or with only folded hands. God loves all and accepts all. That's all for today, guys. Peace be upon you.